Hello, this is Srinivasan, a fine art photographer, a distance skater, and a small time freelance skater, coming to meet you guys with a video. Okay, so this is for me skating YouTube channel, which is my personal YouTube channel, and wherein I post videos about distance skating, as I said, freelance skating, etc. Okay, I recently happened to interview one Miss Lena Meringdal. As you all know, the video is out and it's there on my YouTube video channel. And when I was talking to her, I kind of heard the term called cross training. So that's when I gave a serious thought about doing something else while I train for distance skating. Okay, so that's when I heard it for the very first time, and that's when I started giving some serious thought to it. Okay, so earlier I was doing it without any knowledge of what I was doing as a cross training. Like I was like a fine art photographer, as you all know. So for taking a break or to have, change over what I was doing from the regular life that I was living, doing photo walks, making videos, editing photos, posting them online and all that, to have a break or to break the monotonous life, I started doing skating, and it was freelance skates. Okay, and then freelance skates got into surf skating, and from surf skating I got into distance skating. Okay, so now what I understood is, like, what I was trying to do is not the changeover of the entire sport. I was just looking for something to do some long distance, and in the long distance training, I could use the knowledge of different sport and apply to my distance skating thing, because I felt I have arrived to the sport which I wanted to practice for the rest of my life, which is distance skating. So after that interview, I gave it a thought about what I wanted to do, and I found that bicycling is very interesting for me. So that was my call. Okay, so what I did is, you're looking at my screen. Now, forgive me, it's not like I want to prove I'm a nerd, or like I always watch a lot of videos and all. I'm a, like a couch potato or a lazy ass here, not watching all the videos that I wanted to watch. I just keep them open, and I tend to watch it whenever I find the right amount of concentration or the focus that I could give it to that particular video and learn from it. Okay, so there are many videos which is sitting in the browser window, the tabs, for a quite long time. Okay, so so long that it might be appearing in few of the screen recording videos I have done so far. So anyways, so what I did is, like, you see to the left on my Facebook page, to the shortcuts, you have distance skateboarding France, distance skateboarding worldwide, long distance pumping, LDP, and all that. So these are the Facebook groups I follow. So what I did is, like, I created a Google form, docs.google.com. They have something called forms, wherein, like, you could ask a questionnaire or take a poll of something, or like you could get the idea, the newsletters, or some sort of public opinions about the topic that you want to learn, or like basically collecting some data about the people's involvement towards, people's approach towards certain things. So what I did is, like, I created a Google form for cross training. Okay, so this video is not about how to create Google Docs, forms.googles.com kind of stuff for cross training. This is about cross training itself for distance skating. Okay, I asked that questions to people who do distance skating, like what are all the type of cross training activities they do. Okay, so I posted that on a long distance pumping LDP group, then to distance skating worldwide group, and distance skating France LDB group, so I posted and few of them responded. Good, because we don't want to stretch the video too much. I just want to give a just crisp idea of what cross training is, what it could be, what is the motto, what is the approach people are following, of different age groups. For my idea, most of them were in the uh, early 20s to mid 30s, probably. That's my assumption. Okay, so we have some data. Okay, so for your information, I did respond to my own form. Okay, so whatever the count that came for the responses, that includes me as well. Okay, so uh, this is the cross training activity form which they would see to fill. Okay, and this is my form because I created with the Krish Arts and Photography login. Okay, so yeah, once upon a time, like since or till June 2022 or 2021, I don't remember exactly, but Google decided to take the idea of unlimited space on their Photos app. So uploading data to the cloud storage got limited to 15 GB per account. So all my cloud data kind of took the space. I need to sort that out to find more space. So I got to move to my photography channel and create a uh, you know form for cross training and skating stuff on a photography Google account. Anyways, forgive me, it's my own thing. Okay, so what you're looking here is 7 responses from 7 people about the cross training they do for distance skating. Okay, so cross training as in like you do a different activity for the main activity that you do, in which you learn or you kind of train your muscles or train your body to that activity which could aid your performance in distance skating. Okay, so that is what they're doing. So we have few responses, as in like 7 responses. I thought this was the best one because if you have more responses, it could actually confuse me or talking about things, and I do not know where I want to focus or give a just and crisp idea to my audience. Okay, so let's get into it. So the first one is like this is the summary of all the responses. Okay, so first response is in order if most to least. Okay, so most to least. Okay, so resistant training, weightlifting, cross country skiing, cycling, hiking, and running. Okay, so resistant training. What is resistant training? I'm going to, look into the topic along with you guys. Okay, so let's go for the very first search result here. Strength training or the resistant training involves. Okay, resistant training is also called as strength training. Involves the performance of physical exercises that are designed to improve strength and endurance. It is often associated with lifting of weights. It can also incorporate variety of training techniques such as body weight exercises, isometrics, plyometrics. Okay. Probably calisthenics will also be counted in the resistance training. Okay. So various forms of physical activities. Nice, nice, nice. To strengthen your core, your body muscles, or certain things, which would apply for distance skating. Nice, nice. So resistance training slash weightlifting. So he's doing weightlifting as part of resistance training. Nice, nice. Awesome. Cross country skiing. This I know. There are 2 types of cross country skiing. Okay, so cross country skiing, you could do it when the uh, season is all ice. Like you could ski for really, really long distances. These are the gears that you wear. So these are the Google image searches. Okay, so you kind of ski for long distances with this. There are sports and activities to it, and you learn from that thing and you apply that knowledge to what do you call that, distance skating. Okay, So there is cross country skiing for land. Okay, so what the image that you're looking probably is from Google searches. So I think the copyrights and everything, it's deserved to the Google images and searches. So here what we are seeing is roller skiing, which is also cross country skiing. So this thing you do it on the land. Okay, you have the spikes with you, and you ski with those type of skates. Okay, so there is something called spike skiing, spike boarding. But instead of these, roller skis, you will have a longboard or a LDP board for that. Okay, so then cycling. Obviously, everybody know what is cycling is. I don't have to tell. He is not specifying what type of cycling it is, so probably road bikes or mountain bikes, I imagine, most of the time. And hiking, obviously, you're going to climb few hills, stay there, spend some time camping and all that. Okay, and running, obviously. So we have different types of running. He did not specify what type he does, but he does some running. Awesome, thanks. So then we have weight training. So frankly, to talk about, like I never thought weight training would be a good fit for distance skating as a cross training program. I never thought that. I never imagined, because like you're not lifting anything other than your own body weight through your knees. So when you're pushing, so that's amazing actually. Weight training, obviously. Core work is as in like your spine. You're strengthening your spine and your hips and everything. So correct me if I was wrong. Okay, as part of my cross training with my freelance skates, they have two independent skates for each of your leg. Okay, it's also called as drift skates. Okay, Ryan Ferrelli invented it. Okay, JMK rides carry on with the tradition. So what you're seeing at the first image is the very first form of true original design of Ryan Ferrelli, and later came the JMK rides. What you see here. Okay, so these are two independent skates for your two legs. Okay, you're not tied up to your board by any form and you skate. Okay, this also strengthens your core, in my understanding of my initial days, if I recollect it properly. So core work. So I do not know what type of core work he exactly does, but probably it could be covered under weight training program. Then he has biking in the western world. They mean bicycling here. Walking and snowboarding. Awesome. Snowboarding is something I'll show it by the images here. We'll close the freelance skate tabs. So snowboarding is this. You might have seen it. They have a very flexible single longboard type of board, and you have it for both independent legs as well as one board for both legs. You lock onto it, you clip onto the clips, and you start riding from top of the hill to down side of the hill, bottom of the hill. You have all the obstacles and all that. So that's snowboarding. There is something called I forgot, snowboarding on land. I forgot the name of that board. You can do snowboarding on land as part of a downhill activity in longboard. It's called a snowboard. No, wait. Let's go and look at it's called freeboard. Okay, so you go to a freeboard. You'll look at the design. It might appear like this. Yeah, see, it has a different type of supporting trucks with springs, and you have the center wheel, which is like your wakeboard or like wiggle board, whatever, like this. This is what you use it for, riding for the main part. These are supporting wheels. Okay, so you could do snowboarding on land as well. It's a nice activity. Snowboarding, I want to try it sometime. Nice. I never thought snowboarding would be a good cross training activity for distance skating. I really do not know how to learn from it and apply that knowledge to distance skating. It's very interesting to know that. Then we have weight training again from the third person. We have the fourth person talking about distance skating is my alternative training to running. Wow, I never thought distance skating would be a cross training for running. Okay, then orienteering. In my understanding, orienteering is about some sort of race bicycling wherein like you have a map, a land less explored, and you kind of follow that path and kind of complete the race or something. I think that's what it is. Orienteering is a group of sports that require navigational skills using a map and compass to navigate from point to point in diverse and usually unfamiliar terrain. Whilst moving at speed, participants are given a topographical map, usually a specially prepared orienteering map, which they use to find control points. That's awesome. Nice. Orienteering. I never thought orienteering would be part of distance skating here. I really do not know how they are going to apply that to distance skating. Probably they are doing distance skating as in, kind of touring sort, adventure sort, That's nice. Cycling again. Yeah, that's good. Cross country skiing, not the other way around. Okay. Cross country skiing, probably it's with the ice or land, probably. That's what. So that's nice actually. Different type of activities. So among the 7 people, you have seen, out of 4 people for now, out of 4, we have 3 people mentioning cycling. So I believe bicycling is a very good alternative sport for, not alternative, cross training sport for distance skating, wherein like you could learn from bicycling and apply that knowledge to distance skating. That's amazing. Tennis, that's amazing. So he's burning some calories, learning the knowledge of playing, applying that to distance skating, I think, or like it's probably his refreshment. I really couldn't predict like how tennis is going to help with the distance skating. Yeah, probably endurance, for a long time, working. You tell me, if you're going to watch this video, tell me how tennis is going to help people with distance skating. Okay, so that's not what people would have thought about, because my form talks about cross training activity. That's it, as simple as that. If my question was like how would you take the knowledge of your cross training activity and apply that to your distance skating, probably I might have had different responses. But my motto was to collect all the different cross training activities that people do for distance skating. So we have tennis, and the 6th response was bicycling. That was me. Okay, at that point of time I never knew like how many responses was there for this form. Okay, and the 7th response we have here is for core and legs at home. Nice. A balance board. That's amazing. Actually, I actually thought about a balance board, but since freelance skate does most of the stuff regarding the balance and everything, I did not go for balance board again. For back and shoulders to keep level of paddling, Haikijo Silambam. Nice. Silambam is actually a Tamil word used in my mother tongue language, Tamil language. Silambam is a bow staff, training bow staff for paddling and all that. Nice. That's very good. I have a good connect to the land as well. It's part of cross training. Okay, so hope you guys have gotten overall idea of what cross training could be. My approach to cross training, as I would have noticed me talking about like learning from one sport and applying that knowledge to distance skating, as in distance skating is my main sport or activity that I wanted to continue doing for a long time in my life. So probably my takeaway here is like learning bicycling. Especially I do road bicycling, I don't do mountain biking or off-road biking or gravel biking. I do road bicycling. So I'm trying to learn whatever that I'm applying for road bicycling and use that knowledge for distance skating. So far, like I got my bicycle only by November of 2022, and it's been like nearly 3 months since then. I did have some 2 or 3 weeks of break in this 3 months, year-end holiday, Christmas, and all that, and for us, Shankranti and Pongal festival, But still, I have had a little bit of collective knowledge. I'm still thinking like what I am actually using, and that part of my brain is still working on. Probably that will be a good material for another video, which would be coming from my perspective and my personal learning. So it's not going to apply for everyone. So, anyways, so this is an overall idea of the activity, what distance skaters do as a cross training to, uh, uh, whatever they want to train for, to train their muscle for, prepare their arms or legs or thighs or calf muscles or, foot, knee, whatever, So if you had watched a few of the, interviews, people would have spoken about, bicycling, and all that as part of cross training. So I would suggest you to watch few of the interviews. I don't remember which one, but watch all of them. Probably they would you will learn something from the wonderful distance skaters, experienced distance skaters. They have quite knowledge and they have shared it for a long time with us. So thanks to them, and thanks to the people who have given the entries for cross training form, Google form. So hope you guys had some idea about what you can do if you're going to take up this time distance skating as your full-time activity. So you can have cross training activities for the full-time activity as in one of the person, where distance skating is his cross training activity to running. So yep, hope you got the idea. And I also understand like most of them do have a cross training activity to their very important main activity, which is distance skating. Like people would be playing tennis, and tennis would be their main game, and after that they will go hit a spa or jacuzzi, or like they'll go for swimming, just to relax their mind, something like that. So I was expecting swimming here, distance skating, cross training activity, but okay. Anyways, so you got the idea, right? So I think that brings the episode to an end, and that's all I wanted to share. Thank you.